Welcome back, fellow Vikings. If you're here, you're probably looking for the prime real estate in the procedurally generated wilds of Valheim. Well, strap on your helmets, because today we're diving into the best base locations for every biome.
Spoilers!
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's go! The Meadows, your first taste of Valheim. This is where your journey begins, and this is where your heart will sometimes long to return to. Having a base close to spawn and the boss stones will offer a strategic advantage at the beginning, but also the later stages of the game. That way you can easily swap your forsaken powers. In this biome you can grow carrots, turnips and onions. It's safe, cozy and perfect for an early game farm. And you're also less likely to be eaten by a troll or stabbed in the back by a mosquito. In the outer shells of the meadows you can find Hildir. She is a merchant offering additional building pieces, clothing and styling options. Or build your base just wherever you find a 2-star boar. They can be quite rare, and when on another island, not easy to move even with a harpoon. With their low health, they are not the easiest creatures to take home, so building a base around them and setting up a little farm can be quite useful. When you're on your home island and you find a 2-star boar and you don't have a harpoon, the best way to tame these creatures is to guide them back home to your base where they're safe and sound and tame them over there, since boar are a lot harder to move once you tame them. Next up we have the Black Forest. It is like the meadow's older sibling. It's got more bite, more bark and, yes, trolls. At the start, always build near copper and tin deposits, so you can easily get your smithy without the need for long cart journeys. Make your weapons over there in that outpost and take the rest of the metals back home. It's a lot less of running around with the cart. And remember folks, living next to a troll cave does not come without its catches. Very often you will find trolls spawning close to these caves, so be sure to watch out when you build close to them. Black forests are also good for setting up farms for carrots, turnips, onions and also grey dwarfs. They can be farmed here. At spawners you can level up your skills or cut away the ground and set up an automatic farm with fire, wolves or even fish. In these mysterious forests you can also find the merchant. Hildir offers many useful items throughout the game. Having a base or at least a portal here is quite essential. The swamps, where trees are alive and leeches are always happy to see you. Look at them crowding around. Find a spot on elevated lands or in the trees to avoid those jumpy blobs. They can easily jump over moats. Swamps can be good to set up farms, but not the farm you think of, since turnips are the only veggies that can grow here. You can set up a surtling farm, or multiple, so you can get a good supply of surtling cores. For now the ashlands are filled with the same creatures, but pretty soon this is gonna change. All you need to do is find a fire spout. If you find a couple of them close to each other, even better. You will hear the screams of the surtling dying in the water, as it always rains in the swamps, so they will easily die without any help. Biomass is quite a step up from the first 2 bosses. A treehouse or a base close by will help you in defeating this boss if needed. Next up we have the mountains, the roof of Valheim. It's cold, it's rough and it's absolutely stunning. Setting up a base here will offer you a stunning view. Some mountains are so high that you can even look above the clouds. One of the best reasons to set up camp in the mountains, except for the view, is to tame a good wolf. 2-star wolves are more likely to spawn at night, so having a solid outpost close to wolf spawning locations will help you in obtaining a strong and cute pet. And once again, having a base by the boss's spawn is never a bad idea. In the plains, where the space is open and the mosquitoes are, well, everywhere, this is the ultimate biome to set up a farm, since you can grow carrots, turnips, onions, barley and flax here. This place is, however, dangerous, so adding a moat all around so the fooling cannot get to you or your veggies is important. In the plains you can also find giant pillars. They can be very cool locations to build your base from, but keep out trolls. They can easily destroy those pillars and destroy your whole base that way. Also, a new special tower was added, filled with lots of those nasty fooling Just like a base close to bosses will help, having an outpost with at least a portal is very useful to have next to this location. In the plains, you can also tame the logs. They're not the easiest to tame, but when you do, you also need to stay close while it tames. Make sure that you have a safe house so you can stay safe even at night. Have you already done all of Hilder's requests, by the way? Let me know in the comments. And lastly, for now, we have the alluring Mistlands. Just like in the swamps, the Mistlands are quite a step up. Setting up camp on high ground and above the mist is the way to go. Or search for dark spots on your map. These should offer mist-free areas. Or you can sail around the Mistlands and once in a while you might find an island that has no fog. This biome has 2 new farmables that can only be grown here, so it is a good biome for setting up a farm. Mistlands next to plains will give you a farm sweet spot, but be careful, danger is everywhere. You can keep the Dvergr as friends and they will protect you. Just do not attack them. If you want their stuff, just use the cart. The Queen is Valheim's current last boss, and even the boss location is special. The developers hid a village under the Queen's Gate where you can set up camp and even a portal. Having a base in every biome will always be useful, since every biome also has specific resources that you can only find there. Setting up a portal by bosses or crypts will always be practical and useful, as well as having a base near water to easily move metals with ships. Never thought it was possible, but even mountains seem to be able to access water. If you found this video helpful, you will probably also like some of my other videos. Smash that like button, subscribe for more Valheim tips, and share your favorite base locations in the comments. Dag hè!